Hello. So I just wanted to give a quick update on the previous video. As it's looking at the moment, there was rejection at the resistance, as I mentioned, as a highly likely possibility. At the moment, the price is trending down. And if that's the case, this looks like a failed try to break through resistance. And the usual path of that is more downside, unfortunately. Earlier I mentioned if we somehow manage to break through this resistance, I could see more potential. This didn't happen. I warned everyone about this. At the moment, it's looking more like a bearish retest of the resistance. And I've been asked, like, what are the next targets? Like, where am I looking to enter for long? So where am I looking to start getting more bullish? It's a difficult one. If we go to a weekly time frame, so I really like looking at the weekly time frames because there's much less noise in them. So the higher the time frame, less possibility for manipulation, less noise, and so on. But on the other hand, you don't get as many opportunities. So it's really good to mix both of them, like long, high time frame views and also like shorter time frames. So on a weekly, we can see this massive green candle, which was basically the ETF candle. So BlackRock applied for a Bitcoin ETF, and the market reacted positive. And at that time, I was pretty positive we would continue. But then there was no strength, no follow through, no nothing while the stocks were going up, which is a strong sign of weakness, in my opinion. And at that time, I became quite cautious. I don't like that. I don't like no follow through. I don't like Bitcoin not going up while stocks are going up and so on. So those are all the signs I'm looking for. I'm also looking at the levels. We stopped at almost exactly the same level. We basically spiked the previous high and then retraced, which is also quite a bearish signal. So I really didn't like the price action here. And the same is continuing at the moment. So the price has been rejected from the resistance. It's not following through. And the question is now where to now? To be honest, if we retrace all the way down to 26, I don't think we're done. I think there is more downside to it. Where that will lead us, I'm not sure. But I see like a pretty strong support around 20K, which is a good price. That's cheap Bitcoin in my opinion. So I would be buying pretty heavily here. I'm not saying it necessarily needs to reach it, but that would be pretty good, pretty solid support, at least in my opinion. Anywhere in between, it's really difficult. Now, this might be something of an interest like this. But I don't like it. It's a little bit too close to the ETF candle. You don't have much room here. Might happen. We might spike through it. Maybe something like this could happen. So this is one scenario, for example, or even a more deeper price action. So these are my most probable next scenarios, in my opinion. Obviously, there's no guarantee. Something can change tomorrow. But at the moment, this is what I'm looking at. So I'm not really interested in buying probably above 24K unless I see some changes and unless I see some strength in the market, unless I see some amazing news or anything. At the moment, we had some good news and the price is just not reacting. So at the moment, I'm pretty bearish. And I'm really looking for something to change in the market or to reach some of these targets and that the price starts reacting to it. So either of those, that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm waiting for. Until then, no change. If something would change and we would tomorrow, let's say, reclaim this area, that would be the first sign for me to start looking bullish. Is that enough to be completely bullish? I would have to see. I would really have to see how the stocks are reacting, how everything is going, what the news are. Is there follow through? Are we just almost basically hovering above it, or was there strength? So it really depends. At the moment, it's looking like a lot of weakness. I don't like it. I still see more downside. So these are the first levels as I think I'll be looking for. And not much else, I would say. If you look at Ethereum, it's following pretty closely. Today we had a little bit of green, but also nothing strong, nothing major. So I think at the moment Bitcoin is leading the market. Whatever Bitcoin is doing, Ethereum is following. I'm expecting if Bitcoin drops, I'm expecting Ethereum to drop even more. If Bitcoin starts going up and Ethereum is going up more already, that's not the best sign in my opinion. So I think that would be just like a fake out or something. So what I really want to see is Bitcoin going up, Ethereum also going up, but less in percentage wise. So that's usually a really good sign. Anything else, it's not really what I'm looking for. And if we just look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, for example, we've been in this slow downtrend for some time now, and I'm expecting a little bit more, to be honest. I sold about a bunch of Bitcoin around here. Not Bitcoin, sorry, Ethereum for Bitcoin. And I'm just waiting for the price to either to show some strength here or to reach something lower. So my first targets are somewhere in the 52, 55 area, I would say. But it also really depends on the whole market. So this is with the current information I have. Later it can change. So if something new comes, if we see strength in Ethereum or something like that, I still think like if we see strength in general in crypto, I think Bitcoin will lead the market, which means that this will go a little bit lower. I'm not expecting a huge drop in my opinion. So I still think like this will drop a little and then it will for a time period outperform Bitcoin. And that's why I want to save some bullets and just start buying when it reaches lower or something changes in the market. But at the moment, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, thank you for listening. Hit the like button and see you soon.